every day. I don't think anybody else in the world now does that. Even God Almighty take a day for himself.
Welcome back to MyView TV, the people's platform, the home of undiluted news, reviews, updates, and your daily dose of entertainment. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, leave us a comment, like, share, and subscribe.
I don't bring nobody forward in your cheer for me. Everything what you see up my natural talent. Let me tell you something. You see, when you know what to please the audience with, it's simple, me.
Well, go on, my people. Hope everybody doing okay. Hope everybody doing alright. So, Biggs, they couldn't even push Charlie good when he grew up. But him a drive and a drive fast. Look what me now, my people. Police has charged the driver of a car which caused death by dangerous driving following a fatal 3-vehicle crash on the Allen Bamboo Main Road in St. Elizabeth on Sunday. Charges Corral Biggs. Police said Biggs was a driver of the Suzuki Swift motor car in which 70-year-old Pauline Evans of 7 West, Greater Portmore, St. Catherine, was a passenger. A report from the Corporate Communication Unit said at about 12:20 p.m., Biggs overtook a line of traffic and reportedly lost control of the vehicle that was heading towards Black River. All Miss Evans had to do was say, Biggs, stop and let me out. Tap the car when I come out. Why you drive so fast? But people rather sit down in a car with people and drive fast. If you carry them, go meet them maker, then come out, you know. Yes, me a be honest with the people. You see this the Biggs do now, people? Only the man them say they can't drive and them alone can do this. The car crashed into the rear of a parked BMW, forcing it to collide with a Toyota Axio that was parked along the roadway. The crash in a parked vehicle. Evans, along with 4 other passengers, including 2 girls ages 7 and 13, received injuries and was taken to the hospital. But guess what, people? Evans didn't make it. You understand? The others were admitted for treatment. The 7-year-old girl and her mother are said to be in serious condition. The boy, Biggs, yes, Biggs, the boy, who make people them dead off, is to appear in the St. Elizabeth Parish Court in Santa Cruz on June 13. And me going to keep on posting updated on that the one day, people. Yes, me going to keep on updated. I used to like how me there in a St. Elizabeth. Let me just go to some more St. Elizabeth news because the people them never yesterday, they're not supposed to trouble God's property. The man them going to rob a church, you know, people. Yes, them going to rob a church. Even though me and know the church a big business, them supposed to love the church alone. Don't you dare play with God money. Members of church people, and some of them kids of the people them pan God land. So what I said, I mean what I said, I don't know already. Me not take it back. Police has confirmed that members of the Sharon Baptist Church in Santa Cruz was robbed at gunpoint on the church compound on Monday. You know, so the man them be from about Sunday, I scope out, and I say, hey, you show big girlfriend. Watch me here Monday. Reported that shortly after 12 p.m., a gunman entered the church and held up members inside an office. The culprit reported escaped with an undetermined sum of cash because they never don't get for count of money. You understand? A whole heap of money that's a Sunday service, you know. Whole heap of money that's a Sunday service. The man them just come in at the church for Sunday and sit down. Them all show them offering though, so them go back and take it. Councillor Christopher Williams of the Santa Cruz Jamaica Labour Party condemned the incident. I am very disappointed about the incident. We continue to see where criminals have no regard for anything or anyone, not even the church. For some months, Santa Cruz has been experiencing the ease from frequent robberies that used to take place, and to see this now is very concerning. Remember saying, no, we are clamped down on the scammers, them, you know, so we think them all do. They might turn to the church. They are going to turn to the churches. Can't say me never tell you no. I urge everyone in and around Santa Cruz to be very vigilant. I mean, look out on the eye. Look out on the eye. And that is all. No can look out and look if you don't see them. And take keen note of the space that you are at all times. Me always tell you no. Protect on the tree and watch on the 6 at all costs. You understand? Nobody now do it for you, know. So now for do it for yourself. Anyway, no people. Me know say the church people them a cuss when me say church people are some of the wickedest set of people them panjalan. But me can tell no something. Me never tell no lie.
I can tell you we are going to be praying for that one. yeah, we are going to be praying for him, and the police is going to find him. So if he knows what I know, he gives himself up, or he comes and asks. One man had the audacity to come today and rob the church. The admin secretary was in the office there. Robbed her of her cell phone, her purse with her personal funds, and petty cash from the church office. It's really sad to know that things have gotten so bad in our country that a young man can just walk inside a church and rob a staff member. And we should not take it as a simple act. That is something serious, that things are really getting out of hand. And it's either that people need to get themselves together, or our security forces, will have to be more vigilant. And we can't even blame the security forces, because they've been doing their best, have been doing their best with little or no resource whatsoever.
Sacrifice something else and put the camera upon the building to protect the members of the church and protect pastor, right? Put a camera that anybody enter through the gate, they pick it up.
Make I give you no more news. Right over Canada, my God, now. Guess what? Wagwan. You can stop and look on the screen, and I'll show you the boy picture too. A Jamaican man accused of first-degree murder has been arrested in Alberta, Canada, a day after the Royal Canadian Police asked the public to assist in locating him. Yes, people, them find him. A statement from the police said 38-year-old Stavon Collin was taken into custody without incident. Yes, them just go for him and him cause no farmer trouble. I can tell you something. Nobody feel like when you can't send them the boy, they come back a yard, On the mad. Nobody send them come back a yard. Just fan off them head. Since you know for fan off head, fan off him head out for that. You understand? That is all me ask you. Please, I'm begging you. Fan off him head. Don't send him back to Jamaica. No. We don't want him back out here. Me soon touch the toll road saga again, but me talk about the Klansman trial, because it start back. Here wagwan now.
A forensic expert in the One Don Gang trial has ruled out the possibility that secretly recorded conversations among alleged members of the criminal network were tampered with. He made the declaration while giving testimony at the trial, which resumed this morning in the Home Circuit Court. Now, previously in the trial, a former Don-turned-state witness testified that he recorded the conversations on 3 cell phones. The certified digital forensic examiner was assigned to analyze the phones and 2 SIM cards. He outlined the verification process and stated that no changes were made to the data. Responding to the prosecution on how he was able to determine whether the data was tampered with, the examiner said he did a comparison and there were no changes. However, the expert who began examining the devices on February 7 was unable to determine whether applications on the devices were downloaded by the user. The prosecution is seeking to present evidence to validate what its star witness had told the court about cell phone conversations he secretly recorded between himself and some of the defendants. Those defendants included Andre Blackman Bryan, the man said to be leader of the One Don faction of the gang. According to the prosecution, it has evidence the conversations did take place with the dates, times, and duration of the calls. The police corporal who took the stand today went through a document listing the cell phone conversations and the names of those who the self-confessed former gangster, now state star witness, was speaking with. The prosecution says there are 90 numbers stored on at least one of the phones. Those numbers were stored with mostly aliases of the defendants, including Squeeze Eye, who the witness had identified as Josiah Blake. According to the police corporal, he'd analyzed all 3 cell phones the star witness used to record the conversations. He says he examined the data using specialized software and stored the necessary information on a flash drive. He says based on his analysis, there was no tampering of the data stored on the phones, making them credible as required by the Evidence Act. The police corporal says he also made reports on his analysis and submitted those files to a sergeant who was his superior. The data were analyzed in March this year. The prosecution says 2 witnesses from both telecommunication companies, Flow and Digicel, are also expected to take the stand this week. It says one of them is already in the island and the other is due in by tomorrow. They are to provide further analysis of the data stored on the devices, as well as link the calls said to be made to cell towers
close to those reportedly in the recorded conversations.
So that's how I go on right there, so. You see that anybody that pass through Alpha Tree, I notice when I see one brother walk up and down on the road with one big flag and him never have on a shirt. And the people them a wonder what go on. So make I tell you what go on now. Leo Bennett, after him go some and go to the station and tell him colleagues them, so watch on man. Make we go protest. And the man reach the station, everybody chicken out. Everybody chicken out. And look at firefighters them are there when now do no work. Yes, that me said. No founder there now do no work. You know, remember say me know, you know. Remember say me know, yeah man. You can confirm it, don't you, man? No founder do no work at the time. But I don't come for talk about though. Leo come out and I say watch on man. This them one and this them one. And the people besides say them now go with him. So Leo just take on the road by himself and see Leo protest my people.
24 hours worship. That is what rank and file members want, need, and desire to work and serve Jamaica more efficiently. Why saddle us with the burdensome high gas price coming to work every day of our life? It's 365 and 366 days. A rank and file operational firefighter has to be in the precinct at the station every day. I don't think anybody else in the world now does that. Even God Almighty take a day for himself. Numerous petitions have gone around to the stations. Hard copies, digital copies, expressing the need for firefighter to have this work format. The management, the union, I don't know about the government much, they choose to disregard our voice. I am prepared to take one for the team.
Somebody asked that question so we can confirm this story for you. Leo is not a bad man. He just stand up for him, believe in it. And I say because Leo stand up, this is the response him get.
I would almost say it would almost be very close to 100% that would want it to remain. But it is not something that can be negotiated only with the fire brigade administration, because as I say, it's something that is provided for in law. So it has to be something that you have the discussions, and if you are going the route of doing the amendments, you have to involve the minister and the Ministry of Local Government. Is likely that is something that would have to be discussed at cabinet. It's also likely that it's something that would have to be discussed through the Ministry of Labour, because you know the Flexi Work Arrangements Act actually puts a cap on the total number of hours that any worker is supposed to work without it attracting premium time.
So that's a wagwan right there, sir. Remember me that tell about the little accident right out of Bogue in a Montego Bay right there, sir? 2 male confirmed dead. You understand? And no worry yourself. Me I go keep on posted panda one day. But I can just go down at Chilani just for a second. Walkers feel to be exact. Me have the video. Have the video, people, and who wants to see the video can come circle lens and look on this video here. The man hang himself. The man taking 1 3 points. People, whole heap of thing are going. You understand? Whole heap of something. But we will talk about this later.